We're here on location with the team from Novak Heating and Cooling for an HVAC replacement story. Upgrading your heating and cooling systems can be daunting. It's a big investment that comes with a list of concerns and decisions. Rob Wenzel from Novak Heating and Cooling is here to give us the answer. And Rob, let's start a little bit with the scope of this project. Bring us up to date on the scope of the project.
Yeah, so we're in a home with a customer that's wanting to replace their furnace and air conditioner and also the humidifier here. It's an older system, so we got our crew on site today. We're gonna come in here, we're gonna tear out this system, replace it with new and get them back up and running.
Is there a common reason, Rob, when a homeowner decides I need to replace my whole system?
Well, there's a lot of factors that go into that. A lot of times age is a consideration. When equipment gets to that 15 to 20 year mark, a lot of times it's kind of like an old car at that point. You know, you're just gonna start having more and more issues come up and you know, repair bills are gonna start getting more and more frequent and higher. And so a lot of times that's when we advise a customer, you know, hey, you should consider upgrading to something newer. Another consideration to that would also be efficiency. You know, a lot of times newer equipment, especially compared to a lot of this older equipment, is much more efficient, much quieter, and it's going to give you a lot more comfort throughout your house and lower your utility bills in the process.
Now, having to replace a whole system, you wouldn't want that to happen unexpectedly. That would not be a good thing. So are there things that homeowners that we should be watching for so we don't have that big unexpected change?
Yeah, one of the big ones is just routine maintenance. A lot of times your technician is going to be able to advise you on how your system's performing. If there are issues that could come up, kind of prevent that, you know, in the middle of winter breakdown or midsummer breakdown. But a lot of times we can prevent that way. The other factor would just be, I mean, you can consider the age of the system, as well as if you start hearing a lot of noises or you see your utility bills starting to add up. Those could be some ideas you could look for as well.
Now, I know your team had a discussion with the homeowner here as you got into this process. Give us a little in terms of what that was like.
Yeah, so we're going to sit down. Every home is different, and every home is unique, and every homeowner as well is, and we want to make sure that we fit the right system for each home. So we're going to look at not only efficiency, but sizing as well as comfort. You know, do we need a little more humidity in your home to make the air a little bit more comfortable? We have air purification products as well that can help with that, and filtration products, sizing, staging, zoning. There's a lot of variables that we can look at for customers.
Now I know here you're doing the whole thing. You're doing the furnace, the air conditioner, inline humidifier. Again, that you're taking that into the whole process with this homeowner.
Yep, as you can see here, it's a pretty old humidifier that they have on there, so upgrading that to a newer system that's gonna operate a little bit better. And then, with the age, the outdoor unit is pretty old as well, plus this old indoor unit. We're gonna get this out of here and do the whole thing at once.
Some expectations for the homeowner. I mean, again, it's gonna be, we always talk on powerhouse, comfort, but energy efficiency and quieter too, right?
Yeah, quieter, and this is usually a one-day process. We're gonna be able to walk through and get everything tore out of here and get this all replaced, you know, hopefully within, you know, about a 6 to 8 hour time frame with our crew and get them back up and running.
Now, I know every project is different, but can you kind of ballpark, because this is a whole system with the furnace, the air conditioner, the inline, can you kind of ballpark a little bit in terms of cost for a system like this?
Yeah, that's a big question because there's a lot of contributing factors to that. Sizing, location, you know, what challenges, and we look at each system and price each one individually. But in general, depending on the home, you could spend anywhere from $8,000 to $15,000 or even more on a new system, depending on what features you get, what size it is. So it's a pretty broad range. Most companies like us, we offer free estimates. So a lot of times we advise customers to go out and get a couple estimates and see what options are out there and what the different prices look like.
Thanks for the overview, Rob. And stay with us now because we're going to be with Rob's crew as they do the tear out and replacement and get this homeowner back to more efficient heating and cooling. We'll be right back. Did you know Americans, on average, spend approximately 90% of their time indoors, where the concentrations of some pollutants are often 2 to 5 times higher than typical outdoor concentrations.